Hey guys, so in this video, I want to show you how to find or create mockups for your prints. This is for you to sell on Etsy or any other platforms out there, but it's a great way to showcase your art because sometimes you don't want to just put an image of your print right on to like a listing. You kind of want to show how it can be displayed, and it really helps with conversions and it really lets the buyer know what it can look like in a home decor. So one of the platforms I use to find good mockups is Creative Market. They have a lot of great mockups here, and I can just jump right in and see what we can find. Hopefully, you can get some ideas of what you could use for your shop. So you just come up here and go to Frame Mockup. Okay, so you come down and you pretty much see there's so many designs out here that are like just super nice, right? You can go for more minimalistic style or something that's, has a certain color theme that kind of works with your prints. There are a lot of different types, any kind of decor you want, and it's definitely worth the investment. And I think these are all really affordable, right? You know, it won't take much to kind of make the money back. Like, look at this, right? These are so nice. And I think it's really good for the price and it's definitely worth it. So you kind of go through here, you can find so many types. They have a bunch of different bundles, right? And so that could be really good for you as well. So I'm going to show you, like, obviously this is where you can find them, but also how to apply them to your prints. So let's say you found one that you like, and a lot of them usually have a PSD file included, like the Photoshop file. So you can just put it in right away, and it's called a smart object. And I'll show you how that works. Okay, so let's say you found the mockup you wanted, right? You purchased it from Creative Market, and they included a .psd file, a Photoshop file, and you have Photoshop, so you open it up, and this is what you get, right? You get the image, you kind of get different layers from here, depending on what file you get. Some have more, some have less. But let's say this one, right? It has just the effects one. So it's just a slight little modification to it, gradient and a little adjustment, just a soft light to it. Okay, so you can also adjust these, right? A lot of them have different settings you can do. So you can really fine tune it to exactly what you want. But we can just keep this the way it is. And what I will show you is how to actually put your art onto the mockups. So you see this little icon here? If they have this, that means that this is a smart object, which means you can just click into this and you can place your print right into it. And I'll also show you a way you can do it if they don't have a smart object. Let's say if you took this image yourself, then you're just gonna have this one layer here and how you would go about adding it in. Okay, but let's say first up, they have a smart object. You would double click into this, which will open up a new little smart object file for you. This is where you would put your art. So let me just do that right now. Okay, so I have a file here, one of the art prints that I sell online, but let's just use it. So this is a folder, how I separate all my art prints. I kind of have my files in different ratios and also the different mockups I do. And that's something that I can go into later on. If you want to know more about how I do my organization from art prints and how I sell it on Etsy. But for now, we'll just jump right in on how this works. So you would grab the ratio that you need for this size. So I'm guessing this is a international file, just the way the ratio is. Okay, we're pretty close here. So let's just size this up a bit. Okay, I'll just make sure this matches. Press enter. Once this is in, all you gotta do is just close the file, press save, and then boom, it goes right into the mockups. And like I said, look, a lot of these ones that you buy from Creative Market is super easy to do. All you gotta do is a couple clicks and then yours will be in here, okay? So, and all you gotta do is just save the file and then you can use it for your mockups, for your prints. So now I'm gonna show you another way you can do this if they don't have this smart object file. So let's say this is, let's delete that. We can just leave this in. Actually, no. Yeah, let's just leave this in. We'll combine them into a group. Imagine this is just a single layer image, something that you took or something that you bought that did not give you a smart object file. So what you would do with that? Okay, so now same thing. You would grab your file, you place it on to the canvas, press enter. So usually when you put a new file in here, they create your own smart image. But let's say if you don't have this, if you just get a file like this without that icon, all you gotta do is right click this and convert to smart object. And I'll let you know why you really want to make sure it's smart object later down the road. But for now, it just helps with resizing. You can always scale it down or higher without losing the resolution. And it's really good to do that. And another reason why you want to do this is because for the future, you don't have to manually size this. And I'll show you how that's done. But for now, let's size this to this frame. And what you would do is go Command T or Control T, or you can just go, I'll just show you this way actually. Go to Edit, Transform, Scale. Okay, so you would scale like this. As you can see, this frame is kind of on an angle. So what you want to do is zoom in, okay, hold space, and then drag and click if you want to move the screen around. And what I do is I kind of match one of them to this point. You see the, oh, let me just show you. See this point up here, right? So this point is in, and you go to the other one, hold down Command or Control if you're on a PC, and then you just drag it into here, okay? Just like that. So it's right in there. On to the next one. Hold down Command, bring it to the point, just like that. Okay, last one. Same thing, hold down Command or Control, and then drag and click, and just release when you find the right spot. You can go in even closer if you want to really get in there. Okay, so now I zoom back out and see if everything looks good. Press enter. All right, so now we've got it perfectly in there. But as you can see, this doesn't look like it's fully in there, right? If you look at this layer, there's some shadowing, some shadow between there. So how do you achieve that, right? Let's bring this back up. So it's a very simple way. All you gotta do is click on this layer adjustment here. Instead of normal, you would go to multiply, okay? So right, you can see a difference. I'll go back. This is how it is normal. And I'll go forward. This is what it is, multiply. So what multiply does is it finds all the color pixels from this layer and adds on to the one in the bottom. So that's why you can add on to all the shadows will be added to the layer. Then this way you can really see that it looks realistic. This is exactly like what it was before when you did with the smart object. So now I'm going to show you what you can do moving forward. If you have more prints you want to use this mockup with, why it's important to keep this as a smart object. I'm going to show you right now. You would double click on this, brings you to this file, and you say you want to add another image. Let's see. I'll just do one of my tiger ones. Okay, drag that in. Make sure it's all sized correctly. I can just size it. Okay, press enter. Now all I gotta do, close it, save it, and then boom, it's in. It's in. It's still got the multiply setting on there, and you can just keep switching out using different prints, just like that. You would save this file, and you can just keep using it. So there it is. How you would go about using new mockups from Creative Marketplace, how you would do your own smart object mock-ups for your frames to make it look realistic. Because I know like a lot of sellers out there, when I do their mock-ups, it just looks like this, where it's 100% white. There's no shadowing. It's not blended in with the frames. And, you know, to me, it doesn't really look that realistic. And I think buyers can see through that and just, it doesn't look that professional. So it's a very simple trick to do. Just change normal to multiply. And then there, now you have a realistic image just to showcase your art. Okay, so hopefully you learned something from this video, and please give it a like, leave any comments down below if you have any questions, and don't forget to subscribe. So I plan on making a lot more videos like this, helping new Etsy shoppers, new Etsy sellers, if you're trying to sell digital printables online or any physical products. So hopefully I can help you out with that. And yeah, I'll see you later. Bye.